Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 11, Design Thinking and Innovative Solutions. It was great to talk to you all over the last couple of days and not only get a sense of where you are with your projects, but also hear a lot of your stories and your experiences with your other courses, how things are going at home, and then certainly quite appreciative of the feedback for this course. A rare treat for us in this online environment where we get a chance to engage one-on-one. And next week, we'll be back to a little bit more of a virtual interaction, but hopefully one that's more frequent. I also too enjoyed reading quite a bit of your posts on social connectedness. And one of the things that has struck me, as well as striking some of your classmates, specifically Mary and Kevin and Abby, talked about how easy it is for us to kind of break the ice because of a relationship that you all have over a semester or two. So I also very much appreciate that. So our charge is being able to keep that going rather than to establish it every single day. Maya mentioned too that there was an opportunity for us, even though we have been together for a year, to step up and get to meet each other and to know each other, especially now that we're in our home personal settings as well. I appreciate the feedback that I got in the posts and from all of you. Really, now that you've had other experiences, appreciating the detail, the video like this, and the interactions that we have in class. A number of you, Kathleen, Eric, Mary, and Savoy all talked about the value of having not only these detailed videos, but detailed instructions to go on our case on the Moodle modules, and also for us to be able to discuss those twice a week in class. I hope to be able to continue that throughout the remainder of the course. There were a lot of ideas that you had for the course from the article, which is great. I think, like me, a lot of the instructors have been doing everything we can to convert the course from in-person to online, and now that we are up and running, there is an opportunity for us to do things. Connor had the opportunity of creating a different slide. There is a feature that we can use called Wiki, where everybody can contribute, and I'm going to look into maybe doing that for some of our ongoing projects. Ben suggested maybe splitting out in our discussions, kind of in the format that we would do live, and being able to, converse with each other. And a number of folks, Abby and AJ, asked about being able to do things to keep attention a little bit more, like maybe using some of the quizzes, and I will also be looking to do some of that during our class time. In looking forward from what we did, so we're going to continue this conversation about prototyping. If you look on the Moodle page, I have some other resources for you. We are going to, now that you put your Odyssey plans together and you identify these questions, now we're going to start answering them. And so I've put a worksheet that we're going to address in class. What I'd like you to be thinking about is, you've written down these questions, but now I really want you to zero in based on the feedback that I've given you and that you're starting to get from other folks. What are the key questions you need to answer, and who is it, and what experiences do you need to create to answer those? Those are all things you need to send me this week anyway, so with your course schedule, so that I can release you for your enrollment on Wednesday morning. The other thing that we're going to start getting into is the importance of telling your story of self. You've heard me tell that and talk about that quite a bit. That's going to be a big piece of what we do in the remaining months of April. So we're going to have 2 tracks that I will explain on Tuesday, now that I've had a chance to kind of put it together, so that you will be continuing to create these plans for yourself, and you will be continuing to create prototypes and getting feedback and being able to be in a position to make some decisions. But I also want you, when you're going to those meetings, to be able to represent yourself and what you want really well in putting together that story of self. And I think it's interesting too that that's one of the connections that AJ made with the reading, is that we could be doing more storytelling, especially to convey where we all are. So I hope that you're doing well and you're doing things to help you accommodate and get along here. As I've said a lot of times, I'm very interested in live music, and I keep coming across things. So I'm going to leave you today with one of my favorite things that I found during the quarantine, and that is a post by Americana artist Amanda Shires and her husband Jason Isbell. It's called ISO Lounging.
And I will let you go with some of that for your week and look forward to seeing you on Tuesday.